Iran seized an Israeli-linked container ship with 4 Filipino seafarers on board. Iranian authorities seized the Portuguese-flagged MSC Aries near the Strait of Hormuz on Saturday. Iran's state media reported that the vessel is related to the Zionist regime, referring to Israel. Our Migrant Workers Department says they will ensure the safety of our seafarers. The agency is also in touch with their families.
We have Angel?
Yes, DMW officer in charge, Hans Leo Kakdak. Kasama po natin siya sa ating linya. Gustahin lang po namin yung kalagayan po ng 4 na Filipino seafarers na kasama po dun sa barkong na hijack po ng Iran.
Sa ngayon po, ang ulat na tinatanggap kaninang umaga ay the 4 seafarers on board the MSC Aries, which is currently anchored off the port of Iran, ay safe and sound. They are undertaking their normal duties and responsibilities on board the ship. They're still on board the ship. And they are healthy. They have adequate supplies on board, food and water supplies. And according to them, they have been in conversation with Iranian nationals who come on board the ship and are told that they will be treated well and will be home eventually. So we are working with the DFA and the License Planning Agency and the ship operator and ship owner in terms of coordinating and securing their safe release and return.
Okay, OIC, nakausap niyo na po yung kanilang mga pamilya dito sa bansa, and ano po ang next step natin with regards to how soon will they come home, or tutuloy po ba sila sa paglalayag nila?
Yes, we have fully coordinated and talked to their families. The presidential directive, the directive of our president, is to handhold, take care, and assure our families of our fullest government support and assistance. And we are constantly updating them with the update I just gave you today. And we, of course, also bear the hope that one day our dear seafarers will return home safely.
Right. And pansin po natin, base po sa mga reports, sunod-sunod na po yung mga insidenteng involved po yung mga seafarers natin. And we all know naman po, malaking porsyento po ng mga seafarers, mga Filipino po yan. So ano po ang hakbang ninyo para po maiwasan ito, matulungan po natin sila?
Yes, sa ngayon kasi, meron na tayong nakataas na war-like zone coverage ng Southern Red Sea and the entire Gulf of Aden. And we had already advised the license planning agencies and their ship owners with Filipinos, hiring Filipino seafarers to divert their voyages, not to pass through the Southern Red Sea and the Gulf of Aden, and also to provide the necessary security measures on board. And to observe a seafarer's right to refuse sailing. We have downloadable forms in our website and our Facebook page, as well as hotlines kung saan ang mga tripulante natin, kung sila'y nalagay sa sitwasyon that they are been informed prior to the voyage that the ship will pass through the Red Sea and Gulf of Aden, they could bravely register in writing or verbally through our hotlines their right to refuse sailing.
Yes, I'd like to ask about yung right to refuse nila. If that happens po, meron po tayong financial assistance, at least if they want to go home, magagawa po nila?
Under our regulations, if a seafarer exercises the right to refuse sailing, they should be given 2 months compensation at least, and free repatriation. However, there is always the option of assigning the seafarer to another voyage, which just happened. We have had at least 25 seafarers who registered the right to refuse and have been reassigned elsewhere. We also have that provision in our regulations which says a seafarer who exercises the right to refuse sailing should not be blacklisted or discriminated upon. So we are very careful and mindful in terms of the observance of these should I say, time-honored right. It's a basic principle of a seafarer, in terms of a seafarer having this right to refuse sailing. And we are currently monitoring the situation po. As I said, may downloadable forms, may email addresses, may hotlines na pwede pong i-access ng ating mga marino kung meron po silang nais idulog sa atin.
Apo. Just to expound that issue po, OIC, kasi yung escalating tensions between Israel and Iran, ito nga po yung recent pag-atake ng Iran po, meron na po ba tayong iniisip na mga preventive, kumbaga repatriation po sa ating mga kababayan within that area?
Yes, it's October 7 nung nagkaroon ng hidwaan between Hamas and the Israeli Defense Forces. Ay meron na tayong ongoing repatriation effort. Higit kulang 700 na papauwi natin through this effort, and that effort continues. Sa ngayon, under level 2 ang tinaas ng DFA. Hindi pa yan voluntary repatriation mode, pero meron ng ban on the deployment of newly hired for workers for Israel. So, ongoing na po ang ating repatriation effort. Naka-anunsyo sa ating Facebook and website ang mga hotlines kung saan pwede tumawag ang ating mga kababayan kung unahin sila magparehistro sa repatriation effort. But essentially, it is a 1348 hotline. It's shared by the OWA. We're thankful to Admin Arnel Ignacio. We share the 1348 hotline. Tumulog lang po doon ninanais magpa-repatriate.
Ayun. Okay, maraming salamat po sa inyong oras. We all know na busy po kayo ngayon at thank you so much for gracing our show. Maraming salamat, DMW Officer in Charge, Hans Leo Cacdac.
Maraming salamat po, Ma'am Angel, Sir Angelo, sa inyong mga tagapakinig, tagapanood. Mabuhay po, God bless.